Box number 3 there for Prairie Kachina. Box 5 is vacant out in 7. Charlie's Fun. Second line, It's the Dream, Festival Miss, B Rabbit and Rhoda Vegas Jr. Prairie Kachina at $2.70. Buddy to the boxes, we're about set to break, nearly there. Racing, Prairie Kachina came out running, but on the inside, Mr. Mumbles pushes up and Festival Miss turns it on and powers to the lead. Rhoda Vegas Jr. trying to go forward. All goes down, Rhoda Vegas Jr. Getting past it there would have been B Rabbit, and back behind those runners then would have been It's the Dream, and a long way back Charlie's Fun's on the corner. Mr. Mumbles, Festival Miss the outside and driving hard the inside, B Rabbit. But Mr. Mumbles gets through and scores from B Rabbit, then Festival Miss, Prairie Kachina, followed over by It's the Dream. Further back to Charlie's Funds, wasn't happy at all, and Rhoda Vegas Jr. fell, but has collected himself and joined them at the lure. Mr. Mumbles for Ron and Naomi O'Regan runs through to score. B Rabbit dives to second. Festival Miss, I thought she was going to run away with it once she found the lead. From the hop, Charlie's Funds, he drifted badly after that start, so he was in trouble. It's the Dream was slow. Then Rhoda Vegas Jr. looked to be getting into the race and then fell. Up to the corner, Festival Miss was in front. Maybe condition just gave out. Who knows? She might benefit from the run, but Mr. Mumbles ran past, and so too did B Rabbit. Festival Miss wound up third, and the favourite Prairie Kachina. After a fair beginning, well, better than fair beginning, it was a good beginning, but Mr. Mumbles got up inside her quite quickly as we have a look here. And you watch, it's not a bad line to start with, apart from It's the Dream, but something's gone amiss with Charlie's Fun, so he starts to drift, and here's Rhoda Vegas Jr. starts to work up into it. Might have just collected Prairie Kachina, it did, and knocked it sideways, so it didn't help it, and then tripped and fell, but he picked himself up and he was going quite nicely at the lure. No help to those who backed it though. 1.64 and 3, 18.55 the winning time, 2 lengths by 3/4 of a length the margins. Mr. Mumbles, a black dog by Surf Lorien out of Sister Ballista. T. Bryant owns, Ron and Naomi O'Regan at Paeroa. The trainers 4.57, the lead up, and 13.98 the run home. That wraps up the 9th. The 10th mark sells TAB Mungari Stakes. Look, this is worth joining us for. The Auckland Cup winner Ange Vella lines up alongside the likes of Moore Park Miss and Check the Mail and Gold Class and Company. We're underway at 4.57 with the first leg of our last double, I should say.
Yeah, we'll be there for that 10th at 4.57. Back now to Invercargill, of course, a reminder that they are back a race here. So race number 11 will go at 5.23. At this time, we're up to the 10th event, a competitive market here between the runners further down the book for the 2015 running of the Southern Country Cups final. Back with you, Jason, ahead of the 10th.
Yes, thanks, Mark. This is the 4th of our features today, and should be a terrific race too. The Southern Country Cup final, and gee, there's been some great country cups through the season, and many of these horses have been winning them all season long, and these are the survivors basically. And the favourite for the race is our Razor, but a horse with a big chance was a Group 3 winner last week at Forbury Park. The Wrath of Robin was driven on that occasion by Craig Ferguson. Right, Craig, it was a big moment last week. Group 3 success on the Wrath of Robin, and he's hoping he gets more reward today.
Yeah, it was pretty exciting last week, and he went really well. Today he's off a back mark, which will make things a wee bit different, but hopefully he can get a good run and do the job.
He certainly has been building towards that. He hasn't had much luck in the country cups this year.
No, a couple of times things just haven't quite gone to plan. A lot of the time he's gone pretty well, and just, a couple of things have let him down. So hopefully today, if he does it all right, he'll be thereabouts. And on to the last, race 11, Grand Popular. Hasn't had much luck, but we know she's quite a good filly, and I suppose the draw doesn't help either. Yeah, she's a speedy wee mare, and yeah, the draw's a wee bit tricky today, but if she can slot in somewhere nice, she's got enough speed to hopefully get over top of them at the finish. All right, Craig, things are going well. Group 3 success last week. Let's hope the roll continues. Yeah, hope so. Thank you. So that's Craig Ferguson there, and he's been driving on a roller, right, and he's already been successful today on a Milligan. Going to stick with the Wrath of Robin. He's going to need to bring his A game in terms of standing start manners. He is 30 metres behind here. So too is the favourite, our Razor. So she's a great standing start, but normally our Razors. So it's going to be a good race for sure. Chances of the more front marks, she's a shark. She was quite sensational here about 4 and 5 starts ago. Nathan Williamson drives her, and Nathan deserves a bit of a break. He's been 2nd and 3rd in the big races so far today. He drove Tasman Bromac just wonderfully, and he drives She's a Shark here. Nathan actually drove the winner of this race back in 2008. Here comes Soki.
when trained by Brent Lilly. So would have been a young man then, Nathan, and he's looking for his second driver's success in the race today. And I give Chardonnay a good chance also. Standing start for barrier 1, a bit of a concern, but he's a lovely, relaxed horse as a rule, and he was great at Fulbury Park winning that junior drivers race, and he hasn't been too far away in the Country Cups all season long as well. Ted West, interesting runner in the race, purchased by Gerald Cayford and a few of his friends, the Heads family. Billy Heads now trains, and if this horse maybe can get back to some of his best form, he could test them as well, but I'd prefer to have a look at him today. That's Hunting Pink, won the Winton Cup 2 starts ago, and it was involved in a trial on Monday, which Smoke and Bird came out of, so good form around that. Upstairs to you, Dave. You've called all these Country Cups down here all season long, and looking forward to the culmination of this one, the Country Cup final.
That's that Hunting Pink's the worry horse for me in this race. I didn't have it in 4. Yeah, it's a worry. I like She's a Shark's chances here. She's a very good standing start horse, and I think she deserves a nice race, and yeah, I'm inclined to go for her. We know how tough she is, and she can rough it, so I like her. The Wrath of Robin's got to be a player, all right. I like the 10 Razor. Gee, it looks good, that horse. And then Chardonnay, and yeah, that's Hunting Pink. Yeah, he's the worry one, all right, isn't he? The Bimac sheet metal Southern Country Cups field about to shape up to the barrier strand. Just about set to go here. They step and run. The Wrath of Robin flew the tapes. A very smart beginning. Ted West to scramble away, wants to gallop out very quickly as I Smart off the front, leads out by about 2 lengths, nearly 3. Running second, Chardonnay, Shaken Cullen the outside. She's a Shark is right beside those. Django Fett galloped just inside it. Went back along the centre of the field. Running past it is Razor the outside. Along the fence on the inside then is Devil May Care, and over the outside that's Hunting Pink. Getting right onto its back is the Wrath of Robin. Ted West on the inside, and Django Fett settles at the back of the field. 2,200 left to run. The leader is I Smart. Sitting on the outside, 3/4 away now. A length back is Shaken Cullen. Might just manoeuvre into the trail. It does so. Running third is Chardonnay. She's a Shark is next. First 4 or 5 in single file. Razor follows She's a Shark. Next on the outside, that's Hunting Pink. Down on its inside is Devil May Care. Ted West on the back of that. Over on the outside of its wheel is the Wrath of Robin, and Django Fett's the tail ender at the 1,800 metres. The tempo is pretty strong, and I Smart leads the field. Ranging up to it now, and about to drop into the trail is Chardonnay. It ducked around. Shaken Cullen, who's now third. 2 lengths away. Running in 4th place is She's a Shark as they work inside the 1,600. It runs one away from the fence, and back on the inside is Devil May Care, and sitting beside it Razor. On its back is that's Hunting Pink, being followed around by the Wrath of Robin. Up on the inside of those to Ted West and Django Fett, the tail ender. Having a bit of a breather speed-wise up front is I Smart. About to bring them into the lane now, just shy of the 1,200. Chardonnay in the trail. Shaken Cullen 3 back on the inside. She's a Shark without cover, giving Razor a gorgeous run. Back on the inside, Devil May Care. That's Hunting Pink, and over the outside, the Wrath of Robin starts to roll around the field. 3 wide with a lap to run. Second last is Ted West and Django Fett on the outside. They've got 1,000 left to go. The leader is I Smart. The Wrath of Robin about to range up on the outside. Chardonnay's had a good run on the inside. Getting cover now on the outside. 1-1, She's a Shark. Razor's right on her back, and down on the inside at the 800, Shaken Cullen. Devil May Care follows it through. That's Hunting Pink on the outside. And the last 2 are Django Fett and Ted West, the inner. Down the back they run. I Smart still has the lead at the 600. The Wrath of Robin's a neck away on the outside. She's a Shark is right on its back, and down on the inside to Chardonnay awaits the Escort Hotel Zoom Lane. In behind those to Razor. 400 left to run. Next is Shaken Cullen the inside. That's Hunting Pink, and down on the inside of those as they come to the turn is Devil May Care getting away from the fence. Ted West and Django Fett. Homeward bound, I Smart turns first. About to be swooped on by Razor coming down the outside. She's a Shark is coming with Razor. In behind those, that's Hunting Pink is starting to rally. Razor the outside. Razor too good. Razor beats She's a Shark That's Hunting Pink, and they're about 4 lengths in front of Devil May Care. The inside to Chardonnay, and right with that was Shaken, Cullen, Ted West, Django Fett, I Smart, and the Wrath of Robin. Had a beautiful run the whole way. Number 10, El Razor, at $4 in the hands of Tim Williams, takes out the Southern Country Cups final. Swooping on them quickly was She's a Shark, but straight off its back and straight past is El Razor. And scores here, and scores very nicely with a lap to go. That's the horse you wanted to be on, because it has absolutely jogged it, Jace.
Certainly was, Dave, and this mare deserves this Southern Country Cup success, because she's been in a lot of the Country Cups this season. She's been well trained by Jeff and Jude Knight, and they backed off it since that mile race back in mid-March, and freshened her up nicely for this race today. And what else can you say about the driver, Tim Williams? He just can't stop winning races, and he's struck up a great association too with Jeff and Jude Knight, but have to feel a bit sorry for Matty Williamson, who's driven this mare wonderfully all season, and he's missed out on the winning drive here today, but that's racing, I guess. But yeah, certainly Matty deserves a lot of a credit in developing this mare. Raced by the Central Courage Syndicate, the 4-year-old mare by Gotta Go Collect out of Alzana, bred by Bill Keeler, and Jeff and Jude Knight have done a fantastic job with this mare, winning now 9 races at start 22. Second across the line, She's a Shark. She was game in defeat after sitting parked and really giving the run to El Razor, and That's Hunting Pink was running on strongly and will pick up that third position. Here's Bruce Young with his call. Hopefully Tim Williams on the back of that.
Cups final. First is 10, El Razor. Second, 7, She's a Shark. Third, 8, That's Hunting Pink. Fourth is 3, Devil May Care. Then 1, Chardonnay. Margins 1 1/4 lengths between first and second. There was a head between second and third. 4 3/4 lengths to fourth. Winner's net time is 3:24.4. That's a mile rate of 2:01.8. Last 800 and 58.5. Closing 400 and 28.9. 5 horses, 2 check in, 10, 7, 8, 3 and 1.
Yeah, so El Razor, the winner of the Southern Country Cups final, was sponsored by BMAC Sheep Metal. Gee, Tim Williams, whether it be size, stakes, derbies, you just can't stop winning, mate.
Oh, you know, I'm just the lucky one that gets to sit behind some nice horses, and Jeff and Jude had it spot on today, and we got a nice run. She capitalised nicely. You have to spare a thought for Matty Williamson. He's done a wonderful job driving this mare all season, and I guess he'll be cheering at home. Yeah, it's dead right. Obviously, Matty's done a great job, and made my job easy today. She was lovely to drive, and I don't mind taking one off them all the same.
I'm sure you won't. Well, Tim, congratulations, and thanks for coming down and showing your wares in the place where you really grew up, Southland. Not
a problem. It's good to come back and be able to get drives, and I can't thank Jeff and Jude enough for putting me on, and it's been great.
All right, congratulations.
Thanks very much.
That's Tim Williams there. Mark Cookson, the winning driver of El Razor, and stay tuned Wednesday night. It'll be a very, very good interview coming up with Jeff and Jude at night, I'm sure.
Certainly will be, Jason. I'm sure of that, as the Knights get the prize with El Razor, and certainly the money came for it late too on the tote and on fixed odds. It was in single figures right the way through, but the money certainly came right before the jump. El Razor takes out the BMAC Sheet Metal Southern Country Cups final. Now the last race is now set down for 5:23. So the last from Invercargill, 5:23 on Diamonds Day. And yes, the box seat, 8:30 on Wednesday on Trackside 1. It'll be a busy night for harness with, as Mark McNamara mentioned, Addington on Wednesday on Trackside 2. It should be, and the box seat will be here on Trackside 1 at 8:30, where we will review Diamonds Day. Auckland Greyhounds, first of a double, and we have a short-priced favourite in a very nice race coming up, the Cells TAB of Mangere. Ange Vella, Auckland Cup winner, recently won at the Saturday meeting over Kissing Gwyneth, and was a Palmy winner in mid-March. 10, 7, 8 and 3, the numbers there, 10, 7, 8, 3. But we'll come to you, Mark Rosanowski, in the big one. You've got Ange Vella on top.
I have, Mark. My only concern is box 3 for this greyhound. He's been nigh on unbeatable from the inside draws, and he's a hard railer. Box 3, 5 starts, 1 minor placing. Only one of those box 3s in New Zealand. That was at Hattrick, and he got checked around the first bend that night. He still got into the finish and ran 4th. He had box 1 when he won here last Saturday. Auckland Cup winner on the track. He's hard to go past, but he has made mistakes from box 3 before. We'll see what he can do today. I just think perhaps in the last couple of races, well, he had box 1 last time, but prior to that he didn't go quite as hard to the rail. As we get behind the boxes, a bit of light rain falling here. So I thought he'd learned a wee bit, just that previous one in that Group 2 final, North Island Challenge Stakes. He was beaten by Corborn Crouch, but it was a really good race between the pair, and he didn't go quite as hard to the rail. 7 More Park Miss is very good when she gets on the bunny, and she can run time when that happens. 6 Check the Mail's actually been racing well, and the 3rd was in a fast time there at Hattrick last time out. Knows this track well too. And 5 Gold Class, she's only Class 4, but she's heading for the New Zealand Oaks heats on Thursday. Going forward for the Cells TAB Muggery Stakes, always welcome Ange Vella, Gold Class, Moore Park Miss, then second line of Fortis Flower, Rhoda Vegas Rat, Check the Mail, and Good Return the outside. Bunny on the move, round it comes, a set to break, nearly there. Racing Ange Vella comes out nicely, goes straight across Fortis Flower and gets to the lead, going hard. Good Return going up, trying to match him round the first bend, and the others have scattered. Always welcomes in a gap of about 8 lengths and has got through to 3rd, and Check the Mail's got to 4th, and they'd be followed back by hitting down the back straight there by Moore Park Miss. The inside of that to Rhoda Vegas Rat. Gold Class as well back, and last of all was Fortis Flyer. Across the top, Ange Vella in front by 2 lengths. Good Returns trying hard. Further back then, Always Welcome, Check the Mail running past that. Ange Vella being gathered up by Good Return. Ange Vella kicked back. Oh, I don't know. Ange Vella or Good Return. It's very close. Get back to Check the Mail, then Always Welcome. Rhoda Vegas Rat, Gold Class, Moore Park Miss, and Fortis Flyer. 8's got it. Good Return over Ange Vella. And it was pretty much a match race a long way from home. 6 Check the Mail has run 3rd ahead of 1 Always Welcome. 8, 3, 6 and 1. Winning time was 30.43, and those telling strides on the outside. 15.04 was the run home. We're off to Sha Tin in Hong Kong. Good Return. It's good to see him back on the top of the dais. Black Dog by High Earner out of Where's Whiz. Raced and trained by Dennis Schofield, and has taken this out nicely, running down Ange Vella. So that's the 10th on the card. Win 15 for that dog.